What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. I know it's a little late, but for those of you who are not doing anything tonight, you can join me for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes today. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to jump on and talk about how your food affects your mood. I went to a friend's house yesterday to celebrate my birthday late, and I had been feeling really great all week. Um, Lots of just good things happening in life, and just super excited about things. But then, I went out and um, I don't, everyone doesn't eat like I do. Everyone is in a different space in their life, and my friend was like, "Hey, would you eat this? Would you eat that?" All this stuff. And I was like, "Yes, no, probably not." I wouldn't say I'm picky, but I just know it works for me. So in a sense, I am picky, but there's nothing wrong with being picky when you know how you feel and you want to feel good, right? So I went to her house yesterday. We had a great time. Um, and sometimes when somebody has you over, you don't want to be rude. So they say, "Hey, like, do you want a glass of wine?" I'm not gonna, and I don't really drink. I might drink like once a month, maybe once every 2 months at this point, just because I just don't. It's just not good for you, if I'm being honest with you, and I just also don't really feel that great when I do. So I did have a glass of wine last night, and we were eating. I think people don't really think about like how much of things that you eat because things are just in front of you. And when things are in front of you, you kind of just pick and you're not really keeping track of how much you're eating and all that. So, in the past, I have loved a good charcuterie board. Like I could get down with some meat and cheese and some little crackers here and there and and feel great. Um, but I tested for mold in my body about a month ago. And I don't know if many people know this, but cheese is mold, right? So I was eating like charcuterie boards like probably once a month, and it's just, I mean, who doesn't like cheese? Cheese is great, but I think that people just don't really know the facts of cheese, and cheese is it's moldy and it can affect your energy and it can affect your mood and it can affect your body and your organs in a lot of different ways. Um, Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, did you have water damage?" And it's, I actually do, and I'm getting it fixed, which is ironic. But before then, I had still had things going on with my body. So I kind of chalk it all up to like the cheese that I was eating and the mold in the house and things like that that I have to fix and, get taken care of. I say all of that because I was feeling great yesterday before I went to her house. I felt awesome. And then like I had a glass of wine, had the charcuterie. Um, she made, she had like chicken and salad, which is great. Chicken and salad are great. Um, and I don't really know I know it was like prepackaged. So like, again, you don't really know what's in that. So that's hard, but I'm not gonna be that guy, I'm just not gonna do that to people. Um, and then she had a cake for me, right? And guys, when I tell you I don't really eat sugar, I mean I really don't eat sugar. I mean, I might have like a little carb here and there, but I really don't eat sugar, especially not like um, simple sugars and processed sugars. Like I just don't do it because I just don't feel good, and it totally affects my day. It affects my mentality. It affects everything. So, side note: red wine is moldy. In case you weren't sure of that, so just wanted to let you know. I know, boohoo, but whatever. So today, I had clients this morning, and I felt fine. I'll put it that way. I felt fine. But when I got home, I was, this is how you know things are off. I was so hungry, and I don't usually eat until like 2 o'clock anymore, sometimes even later. Since being on supplements, like my hunger for things, for my appetite for like sugary stuff, my appetite for just like eating early just isn't really there. So eating at like noon was very early for me. I'm not used to that. But I chalk it up to the fact that I ate a ton of sugar. I drank, didn't sleep great. Um, and, was in a different environment. So like I just don't think that people really understand that like all these things can totally impact you and people aren't really aware of that. So today I like got home and I was like sort of, I don't want to, I'll say it. I was sort of depressed. I was having like a little pity party for myself this afternoon, sitting on the couch, watching TV, but you know the drill. Everyone knows the drill, right? And I literally was like, I just took a shower because I'm going out with a friend tonight just to like, have a good time. And I was in the shower and I literally was like, when you like, I'm not a negative person by any means of the imagination. But when you like, when it hits you, you're like in thinking to yourself and you're like thinking, like you don't realize it, but you're thinking a lot of negative thoughts. Well, I was in the shower today and I literally thought to myself, you're being really negative. I literally said it out loud and I was like, you're being really negative. And I was like, ugh, I hate it. So in that moment, I literally was like, we're done being negative. We're done. We're done with that. We're finished. But then it hit me. I was like, why am I like, where did I get so negative? I've been feeling great all week. And then I was like, oh, I drank. I ate like crap. Didn't sleep great. I will also say, and I love my girlfriend to death, but we talked a lot of not drama, but like, there's certain people that you like dish the tea with, and like we kind of did that, and that always like lowers how your energy is and all that. So like all those factors came into play, and I was like, I just didn't like how I felt, and I like all literally from like I woke up feeling good, still did my morning routine, still felt fine, but then like this afternoon I was like, I just want to sit on the couch and do nothing. And I did. And I did. Because I was impacted. It really affected me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I don't think that people give enough weight to how food affects your body, how food affects your mentality, how alcohol affects your mentality, how hanging around the wrong people, not that she's wrong, but like hanging around certain people affect your mentality. Talking drama, talking, dishing tea and all that stuff. It affects your energy. It affects your mind. It affects everything. So it just really hit me. I was like, why am I being so negative? And I don't like that. I don't like being around negative people. Anytime I'm around like a negative client, I literally have to like dance and jump around because I just don't like sitting in that like negative space, right? Because a lot of people, I don't think most people realize a lot of people live in this very like plateau of negativity. Like they don't really like think it because no one calls them out on it. If you ever work with me, I will always call you out on your negative attitude because I think it's the worst thing ever. It's awful. I'm going to say it, it's like a very shitty thing to be around, and I don't even tolerate it anymore because it's just like it's a suck. It's an energy suck. No one wants to be around it. I'm sorry, but there's too much other negative stuff going on in the world that I'm like, I don't need your negative energy on top of all this crap happening, right? I'm sure you all agree with me. So I just don't think it's necessary. And I was, I'm not negative or in front of people, but when I'm alone and dealing with some of my own like inner shit, so excuse my language, when I'm dealing with some inner stuff, spiritually and emotionally, I tend to like retreat inward and sit in silence and do all that. But today I was like, TV, I don't even want to think that. And then I like got into the shower and was like, I hate my life. This sucks. And I was like, wait, no, I don't. I love my life. Like, what are you talking about? So like, but again, like the weight of all of that, like I don't think people understand. And I see people all the time that are like, I'm miserable, and they just live in that misery, or they live in the like, woe is me. And I'm like, well, what are you eating? Because when you eat crap, you're gonna feel like crap. Like, period. So this is my note to you, and I hate to say it, but you have to stop eating like crap. Parents, I love you. Stop letting your kids eat like crap. Just stop. It's not good for them. It's not good for you. Sorry, guys. It's not good for them. It's not good for you. It's not good for your family. Um, I'm here. I'm on like a new mission to like help families understand that like they don't need to succumb to this terrible way of eating and this processed stuff. Okay, so please reach out if you need help. Doesn't matter where you are. I can help. I can help you get out of a lot of bad mental thoughts. Okay. It's just about coaching. It's about meeting you where you're at. I'm not afraid of fear. I'm not afraid of the hard stuff. So if you ever are like, oh, I don't want to burden Matt, you could never burden me. Guys, I deal with this stuff every single day. I love talking about it and I love helping people out of it because I got myself out of it and through the grace of God. And I literally just, it's a huge passion of mine. It's a purpose that I'm like driven to get people out of the fear of living their greatest potential. So please, please, please reach out if you ever need anything. Comment if you need to, you can reach out on my website. There's plenty of places other than social media, because I don't have social media, that you can reach out. If you have my number, feel free to text. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, we need people, we need each other. So don't hesitate to reach out. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I am off to go have a fantastic dinner with my friend, and we always have a fun time together. So we have this similar mindset, and it's always, that's another thing I will say too before I go. If you're ever feeling down and you like vibe with somebody or you're in the same mindset as somebody else, don't be afraid to go. You need that person to like lift your spirits, or you need to be around someone that's going to lift your spirits, or even talk on the phone, right? Get around like-minded people because they will always, always lift your spirits. They will always help you grow, all of that. So guys, in serious note, like watch who you hang around because it will affect you. Okay. I love you all. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.